The central question on this appeal is the meaning of the terms woman and sex.
You're not going to believe what just came out of the Supreme Court. And honestly, this might just be the most defining legal moment in the gender debate this country's ever seen. Quick one. Like the video to help get the truth out there, and subscribe for more British news that actually matters. The clip you're about to see says it all. This is the result of a case that's been bubbling under the surface for years, and now the UK's highest court has spoken. The term woman in British law officially means biological woman. No ifs, no buts. Here it is.
The central question on this appeal is the meaning of the terms woman and sex in the Equality Act 2010. Do those terms refer to biological women or biological sex? Or is a woman to be interpreted as extending to a trans woman with a gender recognition certificate? By that I mean a person born male who now possesses a gender recognition certificate amending her gender to female, and sex to be interpreted as including what I will refer to as certificated sex. The unanimous decision of this court is that the terms woman and sex in the Equality Act 2010 refer to a biological woman and biological sex. But we counsel against reading this judgment as a triumph of one or more groups in our society at the expense of another. It is not. As I shall explain later in this hand-down speech, the Equality Act 2010 gives transgender people protection not only against discrimination through the protected characteristic of gender reassignment, but also against direct discrimination, indirect discrimination, and harassment in substance in their acquired gender. This is the application of the principle of discrimination by association. Those statutory protections are available to transgender people, whether or not...
So what you've just seen is the outcome of a legal fight that started in Scotland, where the government was counting transgender women as women on public boards, so they'd meet female representation quotas. But a campaign group called For Women Scotland challenged it. Their argument was simple. When we talk about sex-based rights, it should mean biological sex, not gender identity. Not feelings, biology. Lower courts dismissed them at first, but they pushed it all the way to the Supreme Court. And now, they've won. Unanimously. The judges ruled that under the Equality Act 2010, the word woman refers only to someone born female. That includes legal rights around single-sex spaces, like women's refuges, hospital wards, changing rooms, and even sports. Transgender women, even those with a gender recognition certificate, are not covered under the category of woman anymore. Now, to be clear, this ruling doesn't strip all rights from trans people. The court was careful to say that protections still exist under the category of gender reassignment. But this is about clarity, about drawing a legal line between biological sex and gender identity. And the reaction? Split right down the middle. Women's rights campaigners are calling it a massive win for fairness and safety. Meanwhile, trans rights activists say it's a dangerous setback that erases trans identities from legal recognition. But here's the truth. This ruling isn't about hate. It's about law, about language, and about recognizing that when it comes to policies that affect biology, like sex-based violence, healthcare, or fair sport, pretending sex doesn't matter isn't progressive. It's dangerous. The Supreme Court even warned people not to treat this like a win versus loss story. But let's be honest, the fact we even needed the highest court in the land to clarify what a woman is? That says everything about where we're at in 2025. If you want more news that actually tells it how it is, hit subscribe. Cheers for watching.